part of it. All right. One of the funniest parts of the presser today was this quote from Nico Harrison when asked a question about shooting. It seemed like the Mavericks added, they made it a point to add shooting in Reggie Bullock and in Sterling Brown. That was something that in both the new guys they signed, they wanted to add shooting. And so this was a question asked of both Nico or Jason, and this was a funny way that they answered it, I thought.
Between Tim coming back and adding Reggie and Sterling, common denominator in the game is shooting. How key is that skill to the offensive identity you want to build around Luka in this offense?
You want to go first?
Am I running the offense?
You're the boss. You're the boss.
Okay, so you heard on there. Was this a point in adding to the offense? And Jason Kidd looked over at Nico Harrison all the way down the line and said, "You want to take this one?" And Nico Harrison looked all the way back down the line and said, "Am I running the offense?" I thought that was pretty funny. But the part of that clip that matters, Isaac, is that Jason Kidd came back and said, "You're the boss." And then made it a point to say,
twice.
To say it again. You're the boss. Why did Jason Kidd feel like he needed to make that distinction?
I mean, we read into it like, oh, he's just making a point to emphasize that, hey, Nico is the boss, because we know we're not dumb. He had a I don't even know, situation in Brooklyn, where it's where he got, he tried.
I wasn't even thinking about that, but yeah,
he tried to gain power in Brooklyn and kind of move around some people and go above some people in Brooklyn. It really rubbed some people the wrong way. And so I think this is a sign that, hey, Nico is the boss here. I also thought it was funny when Mike asked the question, Mike of now D Magazine, doing great work, D Magazine, moving over from The Athletic. And when he asked the question, I was like, I wonder how Moses feels right now. He's like, yeah, emphasizing shooting this offseason, bringing Tim back and adding on Sterling and Reggie. And it's like, oh, Moses is like, well, dang it. I got to watch more KP tape now.
But I think to that point about Jason Kidd, and yes, we're the kings of reading way too much into these pressers and trying to decipher all these little words and things like that. Of course, we're going to take things out of proportion. But when you talk about the Mavs every day, that's kind of what you do. So, yep. But Jason Kidd did make it a point to say, you're the boss. You're the boss, because I wasn't even thinking about Jason Kidd's prior experience. I was thinking about their introductory press conference when the whole thing was about, is Mark Cuban going to allow Nico Harrison to be the actual, to be the boss, to be the guy that actually makes decisions? And Jason Kidd made it a point to say he's the boss. He's the one making the decisions. I thought that was interesting, that's definitely something that is either maybe sensitive or just something that they're aware of, that Jason Kidd wants to make a point. Because I think Jason Kidd is, from now just covering him for even a couple months now, is somebody that when he has something that he feels like he needs to say, he makes a point to say it, and he kind of puts it away in the back of his head. And then when the opportunity arises, he'll jump on it,